Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the 49ers on Sunday night primetime.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. This evening, the camper to this divisional round. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Mike. Both these teams we saw just a week ago play really well in their wild card matchup. So now they find themselves one game away from the conference championship. And it really comes down to, at this stage of the game, Mike, it's not who's practicing the best. Those reps have been really cut down. Right now, it's about getting your legs back and understanding who are we as a team, who is our opponent as a team, and who is going to play the best. Well, in a couple minutes, this thing's going to be kicked off, and we're going to find out.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run once more with McCaffrey. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Got his man at the 6, and he will get into the end zone. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to be getting ready for the offseason. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
The throw here is complete, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the left side, caught by Lamb. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll throw again. Dak. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. An injured player on that one, and it's Nick Bosa. Game stopped as they come to look at the outstanding defender. Again, Prescott to the air. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Niners offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Set. Come on, set. Go.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Injury on the field, and it is George Kittle who is in some discomfort. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowski, out to punt. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Cowboys offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
And on the carry, this is Ezekiel Elliott. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. I fumbled the football. The Niners have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy on 1st down. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early.
To the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer, because right now, they don't have one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, yeah. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. to start this on the ground with Elliott. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Kill.
Here's Dak to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Second and 11. Prescott now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yeah! There we go! That's it!
Here's Prescott. Open man, that's the veteran Cooks.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now!
Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Here's third down and a few inches.
Here we go, Shaq! Go!
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Go!
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Here's a third down and 4. They'll motion over Samuel. Third and short. Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey now from the pistol. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Deron Bland with the tackle. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now on 2nd down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Purdy works out of the pistol. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's into the end zone yet again. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Got a man. That's Tolbert. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this 1st half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the 1st half?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Prescott again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. In motion, Lamb. On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
To return is Ricky Pearsall. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Ready, go!
A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll motion over Samuel.
Ready,
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a first down after a gain of 7. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
set.
They motion the slot man left. On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to have the 49ers first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Go!
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. Fighting off defenders here, he'll churn forward and pick up 3. They'll motion over Samuel. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Samuel there to make the catch. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break.
Let's go. Go.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. A dive, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's across midfield. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high-percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll throw again. Dak. That's complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Again, Prescott to the air. Off he goes. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Yeah. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Ready?
1st and 10.
Set.
The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Ready?
They'll motion over Samuel.
Ready?
1st and 10 for Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. The Eagles were able to rest a few of their starters, and as a result, they fall for just the second time all year and finish the regular season at 15-2. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Here's Zeke. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Yeah, here we go!
They'll stick with Elliott. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Yeah, here we go!
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll run it here with Zeke. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Pistol now for Prescott. He runs with it. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Saul, going to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st and 10, Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, here comes Zeke. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Yeah! There we go! Let's take...
Dak facing 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Elliott. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now give to Zeke out of the gun. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
A first down throw for Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy now on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll motion over Samuel. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Throwing again is Purdy. Pass brought in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll motion over Samuel. Back to the air is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. Elliott now from the pistol. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. On the ground, it's Elliott. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Prescott now. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go.
2nd down, Prescott. A throw on the run is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Elliott. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. give to McCaffrey on the option. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. So as they